what's up, everyone? Wyatt Hurts here, back with, part 2 of the Colony Attrition double shot that I announced. Well, it was not some big deal. It's just the way things worked out, right? But I put a spin on it. It's the double shot. It's the Colony Attrition double shot. So here we go, getting back into the action here, rejoining the battle in progress. And this time, it's basically the exact same kit as far as my pilot equipment goes that you saw last time. It's the only thing that's changed is I have a new attachment on the weapon to go along with the counterweight. It's the HCOG sight. So it's the C.A.R. SMG, Sidewinder, Stim Pack, Arc Grenades, Running Gun Kit, and my minion detection with the counterweight and the HCOG on this weapon. Now right there, I come charging across the field, playing it kind of smart here. I like that. And that's kind of, this turns out to be a really great round for me. And it was smart plays like this. I mean, this is a fast-paced game, but, and often, sometimes you just need to kind of slow it down ever so slightly, and play it a little bit more intelligently, or at least I do, and probably a lot of others could benefit from that as well. I think a lot of guys just go a little bit too hard, play a little bit too much, so with that balls-to-the-wall mentality, I think you need to play it smart as well, And I think I certainly did that, charging up over here, and, drawing attention to myself, creating a little ruckus, making a little noise. Certainly, I'm certainly have to be aware that every time I fire my gun, I'm showing up as a blip on radar. So, the chances of guys coming and trying to hunt me down are pretty good. So either I have to keep on the move, or I sit back like I did back there and hide in the bush, hide up on the side of a wall. And I did that, and it actually worked out for me nicely. Now right here, you can see the enemy pilot sailing in from the upper rooftop, the upper deck there, and he came in really nicely. Watch this, puts me down, a nice, decent exchange. Really got the better of me there, coming in cloaked, and managed to get in behind me there and gain the upper hand in that exchange. So I certainly respect that. Now right here, the Titan does come in. I had started off with a pretty decent run. A lot of it was AI work. Now right there you can hear a teammate piping up saying there's a guy in the tower. Watch this. Thank you for the heads up, sir. I will certainly deal with that man up there. And there we go, sending the cluster missile up, and I get the kill with an assist from the unknown soldier who gave me the heads up there, Anyway, the Ogre build, this is or let's take a look at the Titan. It's the Ogre chassis. It's the XO16 chain gun, so I'm looking to spill some blood here rather than, scrapping some Titans. The electric smoke, the cluster missile, the faster autoloader is in there as one of my perks to bring up that cluster missile a little bit faster. Oh, squishing and splattering and just turning that guy into mush with poor Ryan there with a big old beat down. And so the last perk I have is the core extender, which you can see active right now. That's keeping my shields up in the plaid state, the yellow/plaid state, a little bit longer. And you can see, I mean, it really does last a little bit longer if you're familiar with the game. Anyway, here we go. Man charging in, looking for the mount. Mick Dwight here. Can't say that man is lacking in courage, has some big old balls, that fella there, but he does pay for it. And if you noticed, I launched the cluster missile, went a little astray there, a little awry, but still managed to find, do a little damage off in the distance. It missed the Titan, which was its intended target, and did some damage kind of in the backfield, way down at the other end of the map. Now right there, that was not great for me, but a beautiful kind of relentless assault by whoever was in that Strider. Just would not let up. Using his agility, his increased dashes to his advantage there. I thought I was probably going to be safe to kind of escape, drop the smoke cloud, the electric smoke, and escape to a little bit of cover, let my shields recharge, and maybe make it a bit more of an even fight. But no, that Strider came in and put me down really quickly with goddamn menace in his eyes, Anyway, and then coming back to life, if you noticed, if you were paying attention, I died really quickly, really nothing I could do. Some guy, it looked like just at the end of his ejection, came in, dropped right in behind me while he was cloaked, and what can you do in that state, when that happens, you're just kind of forced to die, you're completely exposed. I liked how I played that was pretty nice. That man was wielding the smart pistol, so it's always good to stay in his blind spot, and he was pushing in, looking to gain control of this building and flush me out, and he found me, and I liked how I fell, just kind of dropped down a level off the rooftop and just came in behind him and put him down. And I'm putting this the C.A.R. SMG to use. I really, like I said, it was really enjoying. It was like I slowed things down a little bit, took a breath, and found the zone. And often, when it's with a game like this, it's so fast-paced that you have a kind of instinctively, you want to go hard, right? But to find that zone, sometimes you're just going to slow down, You just need to slow it down ever so slightly, reel it in, make a few smarter decisions rather than just constantly pushing the assault, to stay alive. It's not who kills the most, it's who dies the least. That's who's going to win, Anyway, here we go. The Ogre has returned, the chain gun, in action again, and I didn't really have a very even exchange with that Titan. I did some damage, but my god, I was forced into cover there. Really had to wait for the shields to recharge. Took some, not sure what he's saying there, but took some, I think he wants my order. I'll have a cheeseburger, please, a large fry, and I don't know, a root beer, please. Thank you, sir. I think he's making a Mickey D. I don't know. Anyway, what was I talking about here? Oh yeah, well it's past the point now. With it was squaring off against the Titan there, and really I just continue to push the assault, and I'm doing a solid job. Pretty on the ball with this chain gun. Was pretty on the mark with the C.A.R. SMG while I was on foot as the pilot. And it's gonna show. It's gonna show in the numbers at the end of this game. In particular in the pilot kill column. You're gonna see some big numbers, and then just flushing. I mean, just cleaning out these buildings. I know that was just AI, but that was some. Can you imagine being a guy in that building if it was real? And you just all of a sudden you see this massive chain gun, the size of a goddamn trailer, coming in and sticking its barrel in the window and just filling your squad full of lead. Goddamn, that would be a nightmare. Goddamn nightmare. Anyway, we're starting to pull away a little bit. We're holding about a 50-point lead, coming down the final stretch of this game now. So hopefully we can maintain that. I figure, I'll do one more check of that tower. Some guys do like to post up there. And I only get the assist on this Titan. And look at that DS. Did you see that? Did you see that slide? We're going to see it right here again. Look at that. Skating across the battlefield like that, closing the distance with his nuclear ejection being triggered. So I don't know if that's like a bug. It seemed really glitchy, the way he just kind of skated. I would imagine it has something to do with triggering the ejection and kind of dashing forward simultaneously. Anyway, I go on one final little rampage here before the round wraps, and that was a pretty clean set of kills, right on the mark. Went through there like a goddamn bull in a china shop, but did it with some elegance and grace, Took out a couple of pilots along the way, a couple of AI, and that was really my last big moment, despite I took down a couple more guys. You can see another double kill coming in, but it didn't quite have the clean, I don't know how to describe it, when you're just kind of really on the money with your accuracy. Didn't have quite the precision and accuracy and elegance that last little, the rampage that happened prior to that when I moved through the building, didn't quite have that characteristic attached to it, that last double kill. Anyway, with the epilogue coming in, I figure it's time to call in the Titan. God knows I need the Titan. I need the extra armor in the epilogues. Rarely do I survive them, and I don't think this will be any exception. As you can see, it's been a pretty even exchange, but then again, maybe it hasn't, since there's like 3 of us shooting at this guy, and again, I fall to this goddamn, I just couldn't get away from the blast radius. Again, I fall to the to the nuclear ejection. But going back to that one shady looking nuclear ejection, I just think it's kind of glitchy, but with the skating aspect of the Titan, that's not the only time I've seen it. I've seen it happen before or since then from a different guy. So I think it's just kind of a more of a generic bug in the game that allows a guy to kind of dash forward and trigger his nuclear ejection all at once, and that's what happens. That's what it looks like. Anyway, look at that. Look at that column. Look at the attrition points. Look at the pilot kills. Massive, a big score there. And I really did no Titan work, but I'm not really looking to do Titan work with the chain gun build. I'm looking to play or I'm not looking to necessarily finish them off. You know, I'm looking to play the support role. I'd love to be stacked up next to, you know, 2 more Titans while we're squaring off against an enemy Titan, or a couple of pilots, friendly pilots that are launching Archer rockets and Sidewinder micro missiles at the target. You know, and I think that went down a couple of times. I didn't bring any Titan kills, but I was certainly working, chipping away at a couple of them throughout the course of the battle. Of course, I had some bad luck in the Titans with the nuclear ejections just doing me in. But look at that. I mean, I can't complain. 115 attrition points, 22 pilot kills, that C.A.R. SMG and that XO16 chain gun really earning their, really were worth it. You know, were worth their purchase. They earned their worth there, you know. 27 minion kills to back all that up and 4 deaths. So just a really solid round. Probably one of my highest scoring rounds yet. Right below me, Bahang, 77 attrition points, 10 pilot kills, 5 Titan takedowns. There's your Titan killer right there. 16 minions and 0 deaths. I mean, my God, despite my huge numbers, that's just an epic, flawless round. Really nice. Really nice. That's really all that's worth mentioning up there. Down on the bottom level, Sunghan here, 1452, 88 attrition points, 12 pilot kills, and backing that up is 6 Titan takedowns. That's massive. That's massive. 17 minion kills to go along with all that. His deaths got a little bit out of check, but those are big points as well. You know, the 6 Titan takedowns is a big number. And right below him, that Cafarnaham guy. Cafarnahum, we'll just call him Hum. 51 attrition points, just above average. A lot of it came from minion kills. He brought in 3 pilots, but he gave up 6 deaths in the process. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for stopping by, tuning in, and checking out this episode or this video. I hope you enjoyed that round. That's a big score. Hopefully, I'll be able to match it in a future video, a future round to come. I hope you'll thumb the video. I hope to see you in the next one that comes out. And but until then, well, remember why it hurts. Later, all.